Hello and welcome to another episode of Blackjack Movies. I am your host, Pat Hilke, taking you through the journey of the best damn movie podcast on the internet. I am here once again with the co-pilot of the ship, Brett Gutierrez. What's up, Brett?
What is up, Pat, and what is up, listeners? It's January the 11th, and we are going to bring you a Blackjack special episode. We're going to break down from now until May, the end of May.
There you go.
Our most anticipated movies coming up this year.
Yeah, and there's no order of oh, this is our number 1 or this is our number 10 or whatever. We're just going to throw out some movies back and forth, and we'll just let you know why we're wanting to see it and get all hyped for it. So here we go. What would you say, Brett? What's your number 1 or what's your first? I won't say number 1. What's your first one that you want to throw out there?
First one coming up on the list drops pretty darn soon. January the 26th, Maze Runner. The third installment of that movie. Pat, you had told me before that you had never seen any of the Maze Runner movies.
Yes, I have never seen the Maze Runner. That YA novel, series or whatever kind of skipped me. But I do enjoy Dylan O'Brien from Teen Wolf, from The American Assassin. I do like him a lot as an actor, and so I'm very interested to see this movie. And so I'll probably go back and check out Maze Runner and what is it, The Scorched Trials or whatever was the second one.
Yeah, and we can get a triple feature going, and I'll get you all hyped up for this third Maze Runner movie. Maze Runner movies have always been really cool to me. I've always enjoyed them. It's a fun sci-fi take on, the weird universe. So
perfect.
I like it, man.
I dig it. One that I'll throw out there, I think you gotta go and look at one that is shit. Having a brain lapse. Black Panther, man. What am I thinking?
We're trying to go kind of chronologically for you guys.
Yeah, so we can take it into February. This is what happens when you don't have notes necessarily in front of you. So Black Panther will be February 15th if you're lucky enough to see it the night before it comes out.
And that's when our podcast will drop.
Of course. So you get the fan events and you get all the special things that Marvel will do. But this movie, starring Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick Boseman, you have Angela Bassett, you have Sterling K. Brown, you have all these, awesome actors that are in this Marvel movie, and this thing is so hyped up at this point now that the tickets on Fandango are outselling what Captain America Civil War did.
For pre-sales?
Yes, this thing might hit $150 million that Valentine's Day weekend, man.
Crazy. Where are all these Black Panther fans coming from, man?
Well, he had a huge debut in Civil War, right?
Yeah,
everybody dug it. Everybody dug him. He's been a popular character throughout the comic books. And so I think it just took, the right set of circumstances for this movie to happen. You have Ryan Coogler, the director. I mean, it's, he's coming off of a huge hit with Creed. You get Michael B. Jordan, who's like his muse. He's in every movie that he's ever done.
I know, it's kind of weird, right?
And so I can't wait, man. Michael B. Jordan going to play a bad guy, playing Killmonger. I'm digging it. I can't wait. Black Panther, man.
Yeah, the next one coming up for me, we're going to fast forward to March 16th, and that is Tomb Raider, starring the love of my life, Alicia Vikander. Oh, man.
So you're looking forward to this?
I'm looking forward to that one. Come on, how could you not? Well, she's so beautiful.
She is.
But fall in love with her in what was that movie she was in with Eddie Redmayne about the Danish girl?
Right.
Ever since then, and but even before
Are you sure it wasn't Eddie Redmayne that you were falling in love with?
No, I'm pretty sure it was the shorter one.
There you go.
The short of the two.
Right.
Eddie Redmayne's kind of tall and weird looking.
He is definitely weird looking.
But the shorter one, I dug on that. And Alicia Vikander is awesome. If you never caught her in Ex Machina too, that's one of my favorite sci-fi movies.
She was excellent on that. She's really good, and she's taking good roles. Even movies that I didn't necessarily like the one with her and Fassbender, Light Between Two Oceans. I didn't really dig the movie, but I thought her performance was really good. I'm right there with you, man. This is pretty high up on my list too. I wonder, because she's so much younger than what Angelina Jolie was. Is this a prequel, or are they just rebooting it? Or
let's just call it a reboot. We don't need to think about the old.
I just wonder if you watch this and you watch the other two that Angelina Jolie did. I wonder if they have some thread that you could just say, oh, well, it's just a younger version of that character. And
will there be continuity?
Yeah. And so
I don't know, man. I mean, Alicia Vikander from the previews, she's looking pretty jacked.
She's
like
yoked up.
She looks yoked, and like I don't know, I can appreciate that. That's awesome.
Yeah, she definitely got into good shape for that movie.
Yeah, so that's great, man.
Yeah, so mine is the Steven Spielberg movie Ready Player One. Yeah, it hits in March as well, and it's one of those movies that is a huge like novel, and people are super excited to see it on the screen for the first time. And it's a whole like VR. So this thing drops March 30th. It's a whole VR experience, and with VR taking really up to like, you know, the millionth degree over the last year, right? Like, so you have companies like Oculus that's, you know, doing things that are so special that, you know, when you're immersed into those games, like you really feel like you're there. I played a game just a few months ago, and I was in a elevator inside the game. I have the headset on and everything else. I'm in an elevator inside the game, and you think you're just like shooting Russian spies or something, right? Some kind of spies. And all of a sudden these like zombies start attacking the elevator. You could feel your adrenaline start to flow, and really like your heart beating a lot faster. It was a trip. It was like the craziest thing I've ever felt while playing a video game.
Yeah. And that's the essence of this movie.
Oh, whole premise of this movie.
I mean that's where we're going. Yeah. We're going towards this society that, you know, is going to be, you know, based in the virtual world.
Yeah, and
you know, and it's really kind of cool.
Well, and the crazy thing is like, so they take a lot of like 80s nostalgia in this movie.
Yeah, I saw like the Iron Giant.
And so
you
get Iron Giant, you get Freddy Krueger, you have you know, the Joker and Harley Quinn, you get the time machine from Back to the Future is like the main guy's car.
Yeah.
When he's inside the virtual world. Yeah. So he's in the DeLorean flying around and doing all that stuff. And so I'm really excited to see that part of it as well. Like just to get some nostalgia feels as you're going through the movie. So I'm really excited for that one.
I'll throw out the next one, and that'll be April 13th. Look for it to drop. New Mutants.
Yes, man.
Pat.
Oh, man.
X-Men.
Well,
bring me some X-Men.
You in an X-Men movie, you know you're going to pick that movie.
Yeah.
I know you're going to pick that movie, man. And this movie looks really interesting because this is the first movie that we're going to see, you know, what X-Men is going to look like going into the future of a new type of X-Men movie. This is going to be, from all accounts, an R-rated movie. This is going to be a horror movie.
Yeah.
More than a comic book superhero movie. This is a horror movie. And to get that type of feel from a comic book movie, this is what we always wanted. So you can have different genres going inside the comic book, and that's what Marvel has done so well going through, you know, the phases of the cinematic universe. Mm-hmm. Now plugging X-Men in, and there's a good possibility that this is also the first movie from the X-Men that might be part of the cinematic universe now after the combination of Disney buying 20th Century Fox. Yeah. So
that's really exciting to me.
Me too, man.
I think for everybody,
I can't wait.
X-Men the rights to X-Men coming to Marvel. I don't know if it was back to, but yeah. Really excited to see that.
Yeah. So mine actually comes out the week before that. And the week before, on April 6th, it is a movie called Blockers. But I'm going to call it by its real name, and it's Cock Blockers.
It is. Blockers.
No, Cock.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hadn't even heard about this one.
Oh, my God, dude.
Break it down for us.
You have to see the Red Band trailer for this, okay? So it stars Leslie Mann. It stars John Cena. And then a dude that, if you saw him in Neighbors, he's the best friend of Seth Rogen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so they play the parents of 3 different girls, and the girls make a sex pact for prom night.
Oh no, yeah, you know what? I have seen that one.
My God!
And Muscle Man's in it. John Cena.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, oh my God, it looks hilarious. I mean, I was dying just at the regular trailers, and then I saw the Red Band trailer, and I couldn't get enough.
That puts it over the top.
Oh my! I was dying, man. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen, and so I'm looking so forward to a good comedy that's kind of raunchy and get it out there. And I think this movie is going to be a hit, man.
Coming up in that month as well is a new Cloverfield movie. Pat, did you see that on the list?
Well, I don't know what it's going to be called. It's one of those. It's a hidden one, sort of like Cloverfield Lane.
Yeah, which we out of this world love.
Oh yeah,
it was one of our favorite movies of the
It's
year.
going to be like that. I know that JJ put out a press release saying what the name of the movie was, and it's in that same universe. I don't think they're going to put necessarily Cloverfield in the title, but you never know. They might. And then I think it got pushed back to August though.
Oh, not going to be an April release.
I don't think it's going to be an April release. Yeah,
That's
I think they're going to push it back just a little bit to try and get more of the, October draw.
Darn. Okay, well, we'll scratch that one from the
August, September area.
January to May releases.
Yeah, we'll bring it back up once we get a different name. But another one we got to talk about, dude, is the next The Rock movie. Our future president.
2020?
Nah, maybe not. Maybe not. We might have to wait till 2024 after what Oprah's.
I heard Oprah. Yeah.
What Oprah's speech was.
Oh Lord.
Like that was Oprah's speech at the Golden Globes. If you haven't seen it, that was a total presidential like. I'm just letting you know that I'm running.
Oh,
if you dig this speech, I'm gonna let you know I'm running. But I think The Rock. I love every Rock movie, man. Like every single one that he does now is he's so charismatic on screen. Rampage, you would think that this video game cannot be a movie.
No, I played that game back in the.
I don't know how they're going to do it, and I don't even care because the trailer looks pretty sweet, and it's got The Rock, and so I'm down.
That's all you need?
That's all I needed.
All right, I hear you. I'm going to bring up the big one, man, the big guns. Yeah. The one that is on top of both of our lists, probably.
We're into May now, and so it's like every week we're going to get something good. It's not quite as good as June because Disney owns May, so Disney has 2 releases in May.
Yeah.
You could talk about one. I'm going to talk about the other one. Go ahead, man.
But Avengers Infinity War dropping May 4th.
Yes.
Dropping a little shade on Star Wars, May the 4th be with you, but whatever.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Avengers Infinity War, this is obviously might be the most anticipated movie of the entire year.
Well, I can't wait for May 1st.
What's May 1st, Pat?
May 1st, you and I are going to be in Hollywood, and we are going to sit for 3 days straight watching every Marvel movie. Yes, we will. Yes, you will. You will.
I don't know, man.
You will.
It's quite a commitment.
I don't care. I'll buy your ticket.
It's like 3 days of dropping off the grid and just watching movies.
It is. I can't wait. Yeah, you can. You can. I promise you.
Yeah, absolutely. Avengers, this build-up has been epic.
I can't wait, man.
I mean, what kind of build-up has 17 movies leading to...
it'll be like 19th
movie, whatever it is.
It's something ridiculous,
what kind of movie has this sort of build-up and this sort of money and this sort of cast?
It's going to be so amazing, dude.
It's going to be bonkers.
Wait.
And I think everybody's going to lose their mind for it.
The trailer for it alone was amazing, and it was only, 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to have a 2.5-hour movie that just blows the roof off the place, man. It really will just blow the roof off the place. And after 48 hours of watching movies, after watching all 19 of those damn movies, we're going to sit there and be like, I don't understand how my eyes are still open, but I'm watching and I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Well, maybe.
I can't wait. Can't wait, man.
Pat, hit us with the very last one on our list.
All right, man. The last one on the list is May 25th. And this is a Star Wars story. Solo.
Han Solo.
Yes. So we're going to get a Han Solo movie. Woody Harrelson is in it. Emilia Clarke. I can't even say the dude's name that is playing Han Solo, though. But Donald Glover is playing Lando Calrissian. I mean, Ron Howard came in. There's so much about this movie that is so interesting. I mean, not only are we Star Wars fans and we have to watch this movie, but it's also one of those things like Lord and Miller, who were the directors, shot 90% of the movie. They were almost done wrapping, and then they got fired. And they brought Ron Howard in to direct the rest of the movie. And he reshot, 70% of the movie or whatever. And so now we have a whole different tone, a whole different feel. it'll